Subscribe now to Law Society of America, your trusted source for legal news, policies, and detailed law updates across the United States. A fresh immigration law is now under national debate, a proposed legislative package that seeks to transform the way the United States manages immigration. With rising global displacement, labor shortages, and security concerns, lawmakers have unveiled a bold and modern approach to address legal entry, undocumented immigrants, border control, and citizenship pathways. The proposed law, titled the Comprehensive Immigration Reform and Border Modernization Act of 2025, is designed to strike a balance between humanitarian values and national interests. The law begins by restructuring the visa system to make it more efficient, fair, and transparent. It introduces a points-based immigration system modeled after successful frameworks in countries like Canada and Australia. Under this system, applicants for permanent residency will be awarded points based on education, work experience, English proficiency, age, and adaptability. This system aims to attract highly skilled professionals who can contribute to the U.S. economy immediately upon arrival. Family-based immigration remains protected but is slightly modified under the new law. While immediate relatives such as spouses, children under 21, and parents of U.S. citizens retain top priority, distant categories such as siblings and married adult children are subject to annual caps and wait time adjustments. The intention is to reduce the backlogs that have plagued the system for decades. At the same time, the bill allows for expedited family reunification in cases of humanitarian need or when the sponsor serves in the military. One of the landmark features of the law is its legalization program for undocumented immigrants. Approximately 11 million undocumented individuals currently live in the United States. Under the new proposal, those who have lived in the country for at least 5 years, paid taxes, and have no serious criminal record will be eligible to apply for a renewable legal residency permit. This status allows them to work, travel, and access certain public benefits legally. After 7 years in this program, eligible individuals may apply for a green card and, eventually, U.S. citizenship. For those who arrived in the U.S. as children, commonly known as dreamers, the new bill provides immediate green card eligibility and a streamlined path to citizenship. This move is a continuation of the DACA protections but solidifies them through formal legislation, ensuring long-term stability for dreamers who have studied, worked, and contributed to American society for years. The asylum and refugee systems are also overhauled. A new network of asylum processing centers will be established at key ports of entry, with additional legal staff, interpreters, and social workers to handle cases more efficiently. The law introduces a 72-hour decision window for initial screenings, with comprehensive background checks and biometric data collection. Refugee admissions will be expanded from the current cap of 125,000 to 175,000 annually, prioritizing victims of war, persecution, and climate displacement. To combat illegal immigration, the bill invests $15 billion in smart border technology, including drone surveillance, AI-powered sensors, mobile patrol units, and biometric scanning at checkpoints. Physical barriers will be limited to high-risk zones. The law also creates a Border Oversight Commission, made up of legal experts, human rights observers, and border security personnel to ensure that enforcement remains fair, effective, and respectful of civil liberties. The employment-based system is modernized through expanded temporary work visas. A new H-2C visa allows for seasonal and low-wage workers to enter legally with better labor protections. Employers must register in a national database and are subject to audits. Labor rights are a key part of this reform, ensuring that foreign workers are not exploited and that American workers are not undercut by unfair practices. A new startup visa is also introduced for immigrant entrepreneurs. If a foreign national can show a funded business plan and the creation of at least 5 U.S. jobs within 2 years, they will be eligible for a 5-year residency permit, renewable and convertible into permanent status. Immigration courts and agencies are expanded and reformed. The U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services (USCIS) will receive funding to hire an additional 5,000 officers and staff. Immigration courts will receive 500 new judges and expanded digital filing systems. This is aimed at reducing the average processing time for green card and asylum cases from 3 years to under 1 year. The naturalization process remains largely the same, with green card holders required to wait 5 years or 3 if married to a U.S. citizen before applying for citizenship. However, the new law introduces free English and civics classes nationwide through a public-private partnership. The citizenship test will be available in more languages but must still be passed in English. The naturalization fee is reduced for low-income applicants and military families. One of the most controversial sections of the law involves cooperation with local law enforcement. Under the new system, state and local police will not be allowed to detain individuals solely for immigration status unless they are under federal investigation. This clause is aimed at building trust in immigrant communities and ensuring that undocumented individuals can report crimes or abuse without fear of deportation. The proposed law also addresses the issue of backlogs. Over 4 million visa applicants, mostly family-based, have been waiting for years. The bill allocates emergency funding to process these applications within 24 months. Digital systems, automatic file routing, and AI-assisted screening will streamline processing times. Critics argue the bill goes too far in granting legal status to undocumented immigrants, while supporters see it as a long-overdue update to a broken system. Business leaders, tech companies, farm associations, and civil rights groups have largely praised the bill for its balanced approach. The bill is expected to undergo multiple amendments and debates in both the House and Senate. If passed, it will mark the most significant overhaul of immigration law since 1986. The law acknowledges the realities of 21st-century migration, people fleeing war and climate disaster, the need for labor in a growing economy, and the moral obligation to treat all individuals with dignity and fairness. In summary, the Comprehensive Immigration Reform and Border Modernization Act of 2025 aims to secure the border with smart tools, expand legal immigration opportunities, protect families, offer a fair path to citizenship, and modernize every aspect of the immigration system. Whether this bill becomes law or not, it signals a new era in the American immigration conversation, one driven by facts.